Body of Water, which is in cinemas and on digital now. This is it's a story of a war photographer, Stephanie, played by Sean Brooke, who's just completed another round of treatment for chronic anorexia. And in her absence, her daughter, Pearl, played by Kazia Pelka, has been living with Stephanie's mum, Susan, Amanda Burton. And when Stephanie comes back, there is resentment both from her mother for the fact that she's been having to care for her daughter while she's been away, and more importantly, from her daughter, who resents the fact that her mother wasn't there and now resents the fact that her mother is there. And Pearl is a competitive swimmer, and she's got this kind of very rebellious streak in her. And the film is about their relationships and the way in which the tensions in their relationships work. And there is this constant water imagery going through it, the swimming pool that the daughter swims through. There's this image of the sea, which we keep seeing. It maybe it's a flashback, maybe it's a flash forward. There's one sequence in which we see Stephanie gulping down glasses of water one after the other, which is really kind of sort of obsessive and quite distressing. And the film is written and directed by Lucy Brighton, who says in the notes that came with it that the inspiration partly came from her own first-hand experience of eating disorders, and also the fact that she wanted to tell a story about anorexia from an adult perspective, rather than what the standard story is, that it's teenagers and then they grow out of it. And I mean, it's a very disturbing film, as it should be. It's quite harrowing about the toll, both the physical and mental toll, of anorexia. There is some really terrifying things about websites connected with anorexia, which I'm sure other people will be much more familiar with than I was. I mean, I thought watching it, this is a film made by somebody who knows this territory. It's made very, honestly and truthfully. The performances are great. I believed in the characters completely. I did. It is harrowing. It is dark, as it should be. But it's also, there is a sort of strange lyricism in it. It's certainly in the cinematography, in the way in which the camera tells the story as much as the dialogue does. It doesn't offer any easy answers. There are no sort of pat solutions. But as I said, it had the air of a film that was made by somebody who knew the territory, and by somebody who was trying to explore and not exploit this subject. And it's called Body of Water, and it's in cinemas and on digital.